Hi, and welcome to our live question and answer. Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a live question and answer with a lactation consultant such as myself. I'm an IBCLC with Spectrababyusa, and every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a live question and answer. Today, we're going to be discussing the differences between the Spectra breast pump models. And a lot of moms always have this question as to what the differences are between our different models. And we want to make sure to answer any questions or concerns that you have. So don't feel shy to wave. I love all the waves that we have going on Instagram and Facebook. So hello, thank you for joining us. And again, this is our live question and answer. It is Wednesday, August the 15th, and it is still World Breastfeeding Month. We did have World Breastfeeding Week, but of course, August is also considered World Breastfeeding Month. So happy World Breastfeeding Month, all our nursing and pumping mommies out there. So again, any questions that you have, please don't feel shy just to chime in and ask your questions, because that's what we're here for. We are here for our moms. We are here for our families. So please let us know what it is that we can help you with and what we can answer. So again, we're going to be talking about the differences between the pumps. And hello. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So a lot of moms are always asking the differences, and we're going to go through that. So let's start with our most basic model. Our most basic model is what's called the DO 350. And it is this beautiful pink color here. It does require to be plugged in. So it does require a power source to be able to pump. As you notice, it does not have an LED display or nightlight or fancy little holder in the back, but it is a fantastic pump. It is hospital strength. All of our breast pumps are hospital strength, and they all are single or double pumps. So as you'll notice here, because I did take the little plug off to demonstrate this, it can be single or it can be a double pump. So all you would need to do, all you would need to do is put this little plug on one of these holes here, and I'll put that there. Just like all of our pumps have that same similar setup there. And that would allow you to be single or double pump. So the simplicity of this model is that it is just a very easy functionality in terms of you just need to be moving that little button from minimum to maximum strength in terms of the suction strength. And again, pumping should never, ever hurt. So if you are having, if it is, ow, we need to turn that down. So with the DO, it would be, you would be wanting to turn it down to the minimum. Okay, so that is probably the most easy way to explain this DO 350. It is a fantastic pump. It does require electricity to be plugged into pump. It is single or double pumping. It is still quiet, just like our other models, and it is above hospital strength. So a lot of DMEs, durable medical equipment companies that do supply pumps for insurance companies and for mothers, they do carry this model. We do have it on our website at spectrababyusa.com, and this is our most basic model. And again, that's the DO 350. So Cindy on Instagram says, your portable pump, how quiet is it? So that's a great question. And it is a very, very quiet pump. So all of our pumps are pretty portable. They're all portable. They are very portable. So our smallest model is going to be the S9, and we're going to go through that. And it is so quiet that I've actually pumped in conferences and staff meetings, on conference calls, on an airplane. And honestly, I've never had anybody say boo, and it is so, so quiet. Even my husband, sometimes I've pumped in the car on trips and he doesn't even know I'm pumping. So it is a very, very quiet pump. all of our pumps are very quiet, which is an amazing feature because my oldest is 15, and I remember using a pump that was not so quiet, and I always felt like it was like a train going off or this, and it was crazy. So yes, all of our pumps are very quiet, and we appreciate that question, Cindy. So let's go to, let's make sure that we're making sure that, I love all the waves. Hi, hi, hi. So let's go to our, you're so welcome, Cindy. And I'll make sure to turn some of the pumps on, our pumps that have the internal battery. I'm going to be turning those on, Cindy, so that you can hear exactly how quiet it is, because they are so incredibly quiet. And that's one of the features that I love the most about the Spectra, besides it being customizable, portable, above hospital strength, which is fantastic. It's so very, very important. And it's good to have a reliable pump besides the amazing warranty with the Spectra pumps as well. But I'll get off my soapbox on that, and we'll move to the next pump. So again, that was the Do 350, and we're going to go to the S2. So the S2 is this pink model here. The S2 is probably one of our most popular models. The S2 is most commonly covered by insurance companies. And it is extremely quiet. It has amazing features in terms of the customization of altering the cycles and expression mode. You can switch between massage mode, which is basically otherwise considered as the letdown mode. And in the massage mode, I love it. We have Sister Mom over here. Sister Mom Inc. on Instagram is saying she loves her S2. Yay, I love mine too. So with the S2, it does have the LED display, and I'll make sure to demonstrate all this with the S1. And with the S1 and the S2 have all the same functionalities, except for the fact that it is pink in color with the S2, and it does require to be plugged in. So with the S2, you do need to be plugged into a power source. It is a 12-volt power source with the S2 and the S1. And so with the S2, the biggest difference would be not only the color, but the fact that you do need to plug this pump in to use it. So some moms do use alternate power sources that are 12-volt compatible, such as, a car charger or a battery pack. But please, please, please reach out to our Certified LC page, which is the Spectra Certified IBCLC Facebook page. You can direct message us on Instagram, or you can even reach out to our customer service by our Spectrababyusa Facebook, private messenger, phone, or email, so that we can help you find and ensure that it's compatible, because we certainly don't want anything to happen to your precious pump. So this S2 model does have the 2-year warranty. So if anything does happen within that 2-year time, please reach out to us so that we can look into a replacement pump for you, because we know how important it is to have a functioning pump. Absolutely. So I love it. Drew on Instagram says, I love my S2. And Jackie on Facebook says, I just ordered my S2. I love it. I love it. Tamara on Facebook says she's a first-time mommy and ordered the S2 and it came already, and she's just waiting for baby to come in December. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, oh my goodness. So Michelle on Facebook was saying that she's from Puerto Rico and that her baby was born 2 months after Hurricane Maria. Oh my goodness. What a situation. I'm sorry, Michelle, that has to be really tough. And she decided to buy the S1 because it comes with the battery included, which is the internal battery. And we'll look at that. And she spent 3 months without power. So that's really, really tough. Now with the S1, which is the blue one, and I'll demonstrate that in just a second. But with that pump, it has the internal battery, which is that once it's charged, now we do not recommend that you charge your S9 or your S1, and we'll go through both of those models. Do not charge it or keep it plugged in for longer than 4 hours at a time. Okay, it's really, really important. Do not charge it or keep it plugged in for longer than 4 hours at a time. Just like a cell phone battery, a laptop battery, anything of that nature, it's really easy to wear the battery down over time if it's continually just charging. So it's really important to treat it with respect, I guess I would say. So really make sure you're not plugging it in for longer than 4 hours at a time. So we have a question over on Instagram. It says, how easy is it to clean the S2? So honestly, I love using my S1. And again, the S2 and the S1 has the same capabilities, except the S1 is blue in color and has the internal battery. It's very easy to clean. And one thing that I did forget to mention with the Do 350, but all of our breast pumps are not only hospital strength, can be single or double pumping capable, but also they're all closed valve systems, which is a very amazing feature because you want it to be a very sanitary pumping experience and process, right? So anything that you're pumping, so for example, you'll notice that this is what's called the Backflow Protector. So even though you're pumping, nothing from you or from your milk can pass through this backflow protector. So there's never any need to really clean this tubing. And so the only thing really that you would be worried about would be making sure that you're being good and compliant and hygienic with cleaning these accessory parts, such as the backflow protector, the flange, the duckbill valve, which is this here, and the collection bottles. And again, we'll provide a resource for you on that in terms of cleaning and everything and switching out parts. But in terms of the cleaning process, you just really need to take maybe a damp paper towel or a clean unused dish towel just to wipe down the exterior of your S2 or of the exterior of your pumps. I would highly recommend probably an unused dish towel because you don't want any moisture to be getting into these where the electronic buttons are, or into this portion here where the power source goes, where the AC adapter goes. So I would highly recommend just utilizing an unused dish towel because that will be really good at just making sure that you're cleaning the exterior. And there are other ways by which that you can do so. But and I love the comment. Yes, it's amazing. Closed valve is the best. It really is because it's making sure that nothing is passing from mom to baby in terms of bacteria, air, etc., from the environment, and then going into the motor, festering all unfriendly bacteria and stuff, and then coming back out to the mom and or to the milk. So it's really important to have that. So hopefully that answered your question in terms of how easy it was to clean the S2. But if not, you just let us know and we'll make sure to clarify a little bit more. Now let's go back over to Facebook here. Oh, Megan's chimed in on Facebook and she says, amazing customer service. Well, thank you. So one awesome thing. Oh, I'm so glad it did. Very good, very good. So one thing too that we really, really believe in and focus on is, Spectrababyusa is very different from a lot of companies in the fact that it's moms supporting moms, and we are here and have been in your shoes and or are in your shoes, and we want to be there for you and treat you just like we want to be treated. So we really appreciate that, Megan. That's really awesome for you to say because that's really what we want to hear. So we do have a question from Seneca on Facebook that says, how does the Spectra pump compare to another brand company? So she's specifically indicating another company. So how it would compare is, again, all of our breast pumps are closed system pumps, which other companies specific to what the company that Seneca is indicating is not, all their pumps are not closed system pumps. So again, it's a more hygienic pumping experience because it is a closed system pump. All of our pumps also are hospital strength or above. So that means 250 milligrams of mercury of suction strength or higher, which is just a fancy way of saying that it's hospital strength. It's a powerful pump or higher. Our pumps are very quiet. That is another big difference, Seneca, that I would also indicate. Another difference as well would be the warranty that we have on our pumps. So we have on our S9, which we're going to go through, is a 1-year warranty. On our Do 350, our S1, and our S2. So again, the S2 is this pink one here that we were talking about, and we'll go through the S1 also. And we talked about the Do 350, but all of those have a 2-year warranty, which is really unheard of in the pumping industry. So that's another big difference. And then also our customer service is another big difference as well. We have amazing social media resources such as our Facebook groups for moms, our live question and answers such as today. We have certified IBCLCs that you can locate someone that is certified in how to assist with Spectra breast pumps and accessories local to your area or online. You can go to our Facebook page, Spectra Certified IBCLCs. You can private message us there and get assistance right away. So hopefully that answers your question, Seneca. I really appreciate you asking that. She has another question that also says, can you use these with freemie cups? And yes, you can. So there is an adapter and a setup that you can utilize those particular cups, the freemie cups, and you can use that with the Spectra breast pump. So we can provide that diagram for you. It's another little adapter, I believe. I've tried it also, and so that is another possibility for you to use also. And Casey over on Facebook asked the same thing. Can the S2 be used with freemie cups? And yes, it can. Yes. So again, we'll make sure to provide that to you as well. And it's funny that Megan says over on Facebook, I use with freemie cups sometimes. So awesome. And you're welcome. I try to pronounce names correctly. So if I'm not, please excuse me. Please excuse me. So let me go back over to Instagram over here. Oh, I love it. So we have a mommy chiming in that says she's 10 months strong with her S2. Only pump I recommend to women. It's incredible. I love it. That's awesome. We're so happy to be a part of our mommies and our families' pumping journeys. And it just makes us so excited to hear things like that, because not only do we use our products and we, believe in our products, but we love it when we have that mommy feedback. So keep that coming. We love it. So let me see what else is on Instagram, and then I'll jump back over to Facebook over here. So another comment came in from the same mommy that's been using that S2 for 10 months, and she says, I pump in the middle of the night and never wake up my husband. Wow, that's awesome. I will say I've been there too. The little night light is an amazing feature, and it's so helpful at night. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna jump over to the S1 in just a second once I answer some more questions, and we'll go through all those features, because those are some other big differences from other pump companies that a lot of moms say, hey, I'm debating between different pumps, and what is the big difference with Spectra pumps? And I could go on and on about the differences, but as pumping mommies, there's probably some specific things that are really enjoyed and loved. And a couple of those would be how quiet it is, how helpful and customizable it is, but also how, just the fact that it's quiet and you can use it in various situations without actually being called out, I guess I would say. So it's kind of neat to hear that. So I really enjoyed you saying that. So what are these cups? So the question on Instagram was, what are these cups? And they're not a Spectra brand. So we're not endorsing any other company or brand product. It's just moms will ask, is your pump compatible with X, Y, and Z? So the question that was asked on Instagram by several of our mommies, Casey, Megan, and Seneca, so they were asking about what's called freemie cups. And so there are these plastic devices that collect your milk and fit inside your bra, and they are compatible with our breast pumps. So they're compatible with the S2, with the S1. I've heard of mommies using with the Do 350 and the S9. So yes, they are compatible with all of our pumps. You just need to make sure that you are setting it up properly, because you still really need to make sure that you're using the backflow protectors. That's really important, because that's what's creating that closed system pump. So again, you don't want anything to be passing between the milk mommy and the pump. So that's really important that you have the proper setup. So how can you get the adapter? How do you get the adapter on your site for the Freemie cups? It's not from us. It would be directly from that company. So you would contact that particular company and let them know what pump you use, and you can get that adapter through them. So that's a setup that they offer. So Drew on Instagram says, I got the S9 8 months after solely using the S2. That happens a lot. Mommies will get multiple of our pumps. They were like, oh, I love this. I want to try this one and this one. So she said, it's so nice to have a more compact pump to take with me anywhere I go and also have the same ability to completely empty. And that's awesome. That's awesome. And again, I love hearing those things from our mommies. And thank you, Drew, for saying that. And, you know, every mom responds very differently to the pumps. And so once we get to the S9, and I know I can be pretty long-winded, but we're going to get to the S1 and the S9. And then we'll talk about a little bit of the differences there as well. Okay, so Tabitha on Facebook says, my last pump before my S2 was extremely loud. Been there too. Ouch. Sorry, Tabitha. I would have to go out in the living room to pump so I wouldn't wake my son and my husband up. After getting my Spectra, my husband was completely shocked at how quiet it was. I love my Spectra. Tabitha, I love it. I love it. I love those stories because it's so true. I've been there. We're going on number 5, and yeah, I've been there too. I understand. So thank you for sharing, Tabitha, and I'm so glad that you're not waking them up now because that would be a whole other situation. So Michelle says, thanks. Yes, I was not so happy to have the baby during the emergency, but thank goodness that, you know, everything was okay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that everything was okay. Michelle, we're happy to hear that. So Jenna on Facebook says, how long does the battery last on the S9 and where do you get the adapter? So let's jump over real quick. Let's jump over to this S9 and then we'll go over to the S1 to look at the features. So this is the S9 Plus. It is our smallest model. It weighs in at about ½ of a pound. It's really, really light. And quite honestly, I've seen a lot of moms pump and just, you know, hold it in their bra, shove it in a purse and a diaper bag. So well, let's talk about the differences here. Now, the similarities is that, again, it is hospital strength. It is extremely quiet, so I'll turn this on here so that you can see how quiet it is. So this is as quiet or as loud and quiet as it's going to be. It's extremely light, it's extremely portable, it's very quiet, and it is hospital strength or above. It can be single or double pumping. Here is a difference here, mommies. Let's check this out. Let me show you. It is a 9 volts. So remember, the S1 and the S2 are 12 volts. So you do not want to be using the same adapter. You don't want to be using the same adapter on the S9 as you are with the S2. Now let's talk about the differences because Stella, oops. Okay, so let me go back. So Stella is asking, would you say that the S9 has the same strength as the S2? The S1 and the S2 are a lot more customizable in their settings and expression mode. For example, you have more variability between the cycles per minute, which is between 38 all the way to 54. Whereas with this S9, it still has the same set cycles per minute of 70 in massage mode, which is the letdown mode. And that's the same as in the S1, the S2, and in the S9, okay? It still has the capability of being able to alter the strength. So you don't have to worry about, you know, ouch, ouch, ouch. If it's ouch, turn it down, please. It should not be hurting. It should not be hurting. So you need to make sure that you can go to the level of suction, which is the strength, okay? The cycles per minute is how fast baby is going. And you do not want it to ever hurt. So if it is, you need to be turning down that vacuum, which is over here, okay? Now with the S9, you can still switch between expression and massage mode, Okay, so you see how quiet again it is. You see what I mean? How you can pump on planes and and meetings, trains, boats, whatever. Reminds me of Dr. Seuss, but yeah, so it's very, very quiet. It really is, and it's very, very portable and light, but there is less customization of the cycles and expression, which can, it can impact how much a mom is able to empty her breast if she's so used to the S1 or the S2. Or it's just, you know, the mom doesn't respond the same as other moms would. We don't recommend that the S9 is used for exclusive pumping because the motor is a lot smaller. As you know, as you can tell, it's a lot smaller. There is a 1-year warranty on this S9. It's a lot smaller. It is portable. It has the internal battery so that you can charge it and you can go. And you have, you know, several hours of, I believe it's up to about 2 hours of pumping time on this S9 and about 3 hours of pumping time on the S1. But the little battery indicator up here will tell you how much longer you have to pump. So it is quiet. It still has the timer. It still has an LED display. It is still a closed system. It can be single or double. The other difference that I would mention would be that you want to make sure that you are not charging it. I guess it wouldn't be a difference, but again, just reiterating, you do not want to charge this for longer than 4 hours at a time. Hopefully that answered your question there, Stella. And let me go back up. It says, which pump do you recommend for a mom that travels and flies a lot? Well, I always travel and fly with my S1 and my S9. Now, for me, that's a lot of medical indications that I've experienced between my second and third baby, where I do struggle to maintain my milk supply. So I use the S1 more so for the variability of the cycles. But when I am on an airplane or I'm in the car or, you know, for part-time use, I use the S9. Now for more, you know, full-time use in terms of pumping after every nursing session, I use my S1. So I use both. And what I would recommend is that we really look at what's going to work better for you, because every mom is different and you really want to look at what's going to be best for you. And I would really encourage you to join our Facebook group for moms, which is linked to our Spectra Baby Facebook page. And then that will hopefully help provide you more support and answers as to what other moms have chosen to do. But again, I mean, the S9 is very powerful, very quiet. It is hospital strength. It's portable. It's great. It's wonderful. And a lot of moms are very successful with it. However, there are differences between the S1 and the S9. So really just look at what's going to work better for you. So let's jump back over to Facebook and make sure we're answering all those questions over here. So it says, how long does the battery last on the S9? So Jenna, hopefully that answered your question. The battery is, again, you don't want to charge it longer than 4 hours at a time. The battery life is approximately 2 hours of pumping time, and so it does have the auto shut off after 30 minutes of pumping, just like our S1, our S2, and the S9 does it also. So after 30 minutes of pumping, it will auto shut off. And you do have a 1-year warranty with the S9. So if anything does occur during that time, that you contact us for replacement. So hopefully, Jenna, that answers your question. So Colette says that quick replacement, my pump arrived damaged. Oh no, customer service was amazing and had a new pump to me in 2 days. That's awesome to hear, Colette. Thank you so much for saying that. That's wonderful. We really try hard to provide good customer service. So Courtney on Facebook is saying, sorry, coming in late. Oh, no worries. Mommy life, work life, it's no big deal. So why is the S1 so quiet, but the S9 so loud? So that's interesting to hear that, Courtney, because I do have all the pump models, and I've never really noticed a big difference between the noise level of those. So I guess I would really be looking at maybe if there's any sort of troubleshooting that we need to do with the S9. Again, there is that 1-year warranty, so we need to look at maybe, do parts need to be changed? Do we need to troubleshoot to see if there's something else going on with the pump? Because it really shouldn't be louder than the S1. So let's look at that, Courtney, and I would really encourage you to reach out to us and see what we can do to help remedy that situation. So she says, I loved my S1. I survived with exclusive pumping during a power outage because of a hurricane. Holy cow, we have a lot of mommies on here that went through some natural disasters, and that's real life, and it's really, you know, it takes a lot out of us as moms, and so it's amazing. I applaud you, mommies, for just, you know, keep giving baby that wonderful mommy milk during that situation, because it's tough. I remember being in Florida and having a hurricane, and my nightlight was my S1. I turned the nightlight on the S1 and carried it through the house and helped the family get where we needed to go, because of course we didn't get enough flashlight batteries. So I've been there too. So Megan says, I love the S9. It's my favorite pump. So that's awesome. So again, every mom is different. So just talking about the differences can be really helpful. So Vanessa on Facebook is saying, is there a helpful resource to learn the settings of the S1, third child, but first time with the Spectra, after hearing so many great things about it? Well, welcome to the family, Vanessa. So yes, we have a wonderful live question and answer on our Facebook page that is about the settings of the S1 and our different pumps. And I would highly encourage you to go to our Facebook page, Vanessa, and check out that live question and answer video, because that is a very, very popular question, and we'll be doing another one soon. But in the meantime, we do have YouTube videos to be helpful. We have an amazing Facebook group that's helpful. And then also I would encourage you to find that live question and answer that we did on the pump settings. So that will be very helpful to you. So Courtney, again, I would just recommend to please reach out to our customer service so that we can be of assistance. And hopefully, Vanessa, that is helpful in terms of being able to find out what pump settings are going to be best for you. So she says, I have a history of low supply. I've not been able to pump much when I work 3 days a week, and I have had to supplement with donor milk in the past, and I'm hopeful to not have to do that at all, or at least not as much this time. Well, Vanessa, my heart goes out to you. I've been in your shoes twice with baby 3 and 4 having to supplement with donor milk as well. So I know how much that takes on the mommy heart, but we are here to support you. So please use our customer service as much as we can. So you can private message our Spectra certified IBCLC page. You can reach out to customer service to get in touch with a lactation consultant here on staff. We have videos that are helpful, social media, and also that Facebook group as well. So Brooke says, my S9 is coming in the mail today. Yay! Yay, Brooke, that has to be really excited. She says, I'm currently using the S2, awesome. And I'm excited to now be able to be pumping on the move since I'm exclusively pumping from being a surrogate. So that's awesome. That is so incredible. So yes, and we did post on this thread, this Facebook thread about our videos for you as well, Vanessa and others that want to see other videos that we've done. So let's go over to Instagram, because I certainly don't want the other mommies or anybody to feel ignored there. So let's see here. We have, let's see. What is the highest level of suction in the regular mode of S9? So we say that it's approximately about 260 milligrams of mercury of pressure or higher, plus or minus about 15%. So 250, Stella, is considered hospital strength. And so the S9 is hospital strength. It's above hospital strength, but again, it's that plus or minus based on the setting, and then also if it's single or double pumping. So if you have any more specific questions surrounding that, such as what you're going through or what you're experiencing, please reach out to us because we're here to help support you. So if you're more comfortable with Instagram, direct message us. On Facebook, you can private message us, contact customer service, or even that Spectra certified IBCLC page where you can private message there on the Facebook page as well. So we have lots of different resources to help support you. And so please let us know how we can do so in the best way. So let's move over to this S1. Again, the S1 is going to have all the same capabilities as the S2. The only difference is that the S1 is, let me close this for a little bit so you can see a little bit better. The S2 is blue in color. It does have an internal battery so that you can take it on the go and pump up to 3 hours without needing to charge it again. It is a 12 volt, just like the S2, and it can be single or double pumping, just like the S2, and just like all of our models, it can be single or double pumping. It is hospital strength or above, just like all of our pump models. And it is a closed system pump here with the Backflow Protector that provides the most hygienic pumping experience, just like our other pump models, which is really exciting and really important. Now the S2 and the S1, they both come with 24 millimeter flanges and also 28 millimeter flanges to help with that sizing for various mommies. The S9 that we just looked at comes with just the 24. So let's look at some of these features on the S1, because since we didn't get to play with the S2 as much. So here you press the power button and it's going to start in what's called expression mode. So you want to press that little wave button again, and it's going to be going into massage mode. So you'll notice that the cycle here is going to be set at 70. Now that's because when a baby goes to breast, they're trying to elicit what's called that letdown, right? The milk release. So they're going really, 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 really fast. So that's, that's why it's the 70 cycles per minute. And you do want to make sure that it's never out. So you can press that vacuum down to make sure that it's to comfort level. Once, you can remember that little letdown mode because of that little wave here that almost looks like milk spraying. It's kind of funny. That's the way a lot of moms remember it. So it's great. I love it. So once the milk starts spraying, you're going to press that little button again to switch back to expression mode. And you can tell how quiet it is. So it is pretty quiet. Now within expression mode, again, this is what we were talking about, the difference between the S2 and the S1, the S2 and S1 versus the S9 is that the S9 is not as customizable with the cycles per minute in expression mode, which means that once your milk lets down and you switch back to expression, the expression mode on the S9 is set at 46. So that's, you can't alter that. But the average full-term baby is between 46 and 54 cycles per minute at breast. So that is set to the average full-term baby. So it's not a bad thing. And a lot of moms really do respond well to it. But with the S1 and the S2, you can switch the cycles. So you can go from 54 to 50 to 46, 42, or 38. So there's all those different variable cycles. And we always tell mommies there's not a right or wrong way to have these cycles and levels of vacuum. You just don't want it to be ow, and play around with what cycle is going to work best for you. So it can go all the way up to 54. Now you do not want it to ever be ow, so the vacuum can go all the way down to 1. And it can go all the way up to 12. Okay, so, and you will notice as well that it does have that battery indicator. So it tells you, hey, warning there, you need to start charging it or so. But I still have a pretty decent amount of pumping time left on mine. And again, once it's fully charged, you have approximately about 3 hours of pumping time. It will auto shut off after 30 minutes, which is awesome because since it's so quiet, sometimes and gentle that you forget you're pumping and you're like, oh, okay, cool, I'm done, right? So a lot of mommies love this other feature, the 2-level night light. Awesome, awesome, good during natural disasters, as we've seen some mommies talk about. But also being able to pump at night without having to turn the light on, which is awesome. So you don't have to wake up hubby or partner or baby. So that 2-level night light is always incredible. It's an incredible feature. Also, there is that cup holder in the back, which is great. And it's closed. It's a closed system pump, and it's nice and quiet, as you can tell. It's actually on right now. So those would be the biggest differences between our pumps. I certainly don't expect all of you to, remember every little thing that we talked about here today. But yes, and I love the comment that Christy said on Facebook. She's saying, Brooke, that's amazing. You're a warrior. So Brooke, one of our mommies over here, is going to be exclusively pumping because she's a surrogate. So amazing. Such an amazing, amazing gift to provide. So hopefully we've been able to answer your questions, and we've been able to address the differences between all of our pumps. So we went all the way through the Do 350, we went through the S2, the S1, and the S9. So if you have any further questions or concerns, please don't ever feel shy to reach out, to ask, and let us know how we can best support you. So again, thank you for joining us today for our live question and answer. We applaud all of our mommies and families for the fantastic job that you guys are doing. And we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at noon. So thank you again, and we hope you have a great, great day.